All right. So if you're taking the digital SAT, this can be really helpful to you. I'm learning more and more about how we can use Desmos to help with a lot of SAT problems, because on the digital SAT, you will be provided in the app. You'll have a Desmos calculator, graphing calculator. So this is a problem that I was working on with a student this week, an absolute value, and the student was like, how would I use Desmos to help me with this? So they had to write their answer in two different types of notation, as a compound inequality and in interval notation. So let's take a look. Let me pull up the Desmos. So I typed in the wrong one. X plus 7. It was x minus 7. Okay, there we go. All right, that makes a big difference. Okay, so here's how we do this. You go to the keyboard, and this is the absolute value button here. And so you can just, right here, x minus 7, and then go to the other side of that absolute value, and then less than 5. And so we can see it there. We can see it in either color. That works. Let me double check that I'm using the right one. X minus 7. Oh, less than or equal to. Ooh, that's important. So let's go to that. Okay, so here's how you do that. When you're at, well, simply here, I could have the less than or equal to sign right there. I mean, like, there's the symbol. That's the easiest way. Or you can, if you're typing the less than and then you hit the equals button after it, it'll change it to less than or equal to, which is kind of cool. All right. So how do we use these numbers or this graph? Let me minimize that part. So I can notice a couple of things here. Like I can see that like it's crossing at 2 and it's crossing at 12. I see that it is a solid line at both. That's because of the less than or equal to part. It's saying it includes 2 and it includes 12. Okay, so let's see if we can use that in our answer here. So as we write this in these notations, this would just say that 2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 12. That would be our compound inequality as we would write it. And here it would just be 2 and 12 as the lower bounds and the upper bounds. And you would use brackets around both to show that it includes those. It goes absolutely to that point and stops. If it had not had the equal to part, you would just use parentheses. But that's one way to use Desmos to help you on the digital SAT.